So Wisden have come out and given their Wisden team of the 23 to 25 World Test Championship. And they've gone with Kawaja and Jaiswal opening, Kane Williamson 3, Joe Root 4, Kamindu Mendes 5, Ravindra Jadeja 6, Carey 7, Cummins 8, Rabada 9, Henry 10, and Jasprit Bumrah 11. I don't really have any problems with the bowlers. Is there another player that could have gone instead of Carey? Could you look at a Rizwan? Could you look at a Kyle Verreynne? I don't think Jamie Smith necessarily played enough, and I'm not sure if England were successful. The one thing I will say is that India won basically the same percentage of games that England did, but they've got 3 players. I can see why you would put Indian players in, because like Jaiswal and Bumrah had great years or great World Test Championship. I'm absolutely fine with that. Do I think Harry Brooks should be in there? Yeah. Would I put him in for Jadeja and just hope that Root can bowl a bit of part-time spin? Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'd do. And swap him and Kamindu Mendes. The one thing about Kamindu Mendes now is that he looks awful against Australia. He looks awful against South Africa. The wheel's starting to fall off that hype train slightly. I mean, he still averages 62, but hasn't looked great. I mean, Kawaja's World Test Championship was so bizarre because the first test of it, he scored 2 centuries in the whole of the 19 games I think he played. He scored a century in Test number 1 and scored a double century in Test number 18. And kind of didn't do anything in the middle of that. But he's come out and averaging about 42, which is fine. Would Ivan Duckett, same amount of centuries, more 50s, more runs, lower average. I'm happy with Kawaja in there. That's fine by me. I don't feel like Jadeja's been great. He had a good series against England, poor series against Australia, and probably New Zealand. I think Matt Henry's been great. I mean, I've absolutely no problem with those 4 bowlers. Kane Williamson's been really good. Again, scored runs against lower opposition, which has kind of been the criticism for Kane Williamson. I mean, he averages, 30 against England, 30 against Australia, and 30 against India, roughly. Some of them might be 35. But he hasn't got a great record against them, especially away from home. I think it's a fine team. Would I have gone slightly differently? Maybe. I think I would have tried to squeeze Brook in. He averaged like 54 this year and scored 300 or 400s, I think. So for me, that gets in. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy.